So you guys are doing the yesterday's assignment, right?
Yes.
Okay, we'll spend 20 minutes. I will give a time for 20 minutes for you guys to do it. Okay, so just start and doing the questions what we discussed yesterday. Start from first question. Whoever completed first question then can do second, third, and complete all 6 questions.
Sure.
Okay. Whoever completes, keep posting me the answers. I'll check the answers also. If anyone didn't understand the concept, just let me know. I'll explain once again. Actually, I send you one employee table, right?
Employee table.
Yes.
I created the table of which ones comes with the VI and so I have table.
No, no.
on my-
Okay. Actually, okay.
Sorry, Vijay.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
have a table, but I don't know how to apply the functions to the table. Should I write table name or
Okay, fine. I'll show you. Yeah, I'll show you first question. Then the rest of the things you can do it. In that case, that's okay. I'll show you the first question.
Yeah, it was great.
Okay, good. Okay, so yeah, what will be declare? Yes, I didn't talk about it. It's a variable concept. I will be talking in the further sessions actually. Okay, so but to resolve this question, declare is not required. It's just a table. So I'll show you in the first question. I'm going to talk about this question and I'm going to resolve how we can resolve this one. Okay.
In the first question, you're gonna use left star index, yeah?
Question is write a query to find out the employee names whose name character M in it. Okay. So assume that.
Which is the first question. I'm saying like which one. It's the first or the last question. Which one is which?
I'm taking
email should be.
I'm taking this question. Okay. Okay. I'm not sharing the screen. Sorry. I thought I'm sharing the screen and talking. Okay. This is my question.
Yes.
No.
Oh, this is sixth question actually in the catalog. Okay, see, that is sixth question, right? The sixth question.
Yeah, this one.
Yeah.
Okay.
On this one we have to use
yes. So I will be talking this one. So okay, declare something. Okay, if you feel the declare something concept, we'll part that question. I will be talking declare. What is the declare concept? Once again, more detailed actually, because I use the declare, but I didn't talk about in detail what is declare actually. Your point is correct actually.
Yes.
Okay, so I'll be talking because that is planned in the further sessions. No problem. I'll take the topic here only and I'll explain. Okay, so now to resolve these 5 questions, no need of declare. A simple table is enough actually. So in next days when I'm giving the assignment, I given the one table called employee. Okay, let me see the table. Yeah, this table I just ping you guys. Just create that table in your database. I told you to put some data also. All the table is there. Okay. Yeah, something data is also there. Now the question is, write a query to find out employee whose name character M in it. So how can we do? Char index. What is char index? How the char index will work?
Just you can find where is the letter.
Yeah. So employee name greater than 0. That's it. Now I don't have any data with the character. Let me insert some data. Let me take a name called Smith. Something. Cannot insert. Duplicate value is 4. Okay, let me put 5.
Yeah, it's worked.
It works. Okay.
Yeah. So why we use 0 on the left?
Now I will tell you.
More than 1.
More than 1, exactly. More than 0. If it is more than 0 means it contains the M actually. So let me take. Okay, department table doesn't have anything. Let me create a new table actually. It's throwing error. Okay, I have two records in my employee table. One is Smith, one is ABC, right?
Yes.
Now what I written? I have written char index. So what is char index actually?
You can find the letter.
For a given letter, it will tell you what is the position. Basically, that's what it is, right? Let's say,
Yes.
for example, M. I would like to see in the employee name. It will tell me M character where is in employee name, where it is. You can see like this also. Employee name. Okay, name, not employee name. If you see, 2 Smith is in second position. In ABC, employee name ABC, M is not there. This is a position actually, right? It will tell you M is in second position in the name, and in the ABC employee the M is not there. It is 0 means it's not there. Instead of the actually I given a string, right? Instead of that you can directly put the column name. Getting the point? You can directly put the column name. Now what I'm doing is I'm taking this part actually. Okay, let me keep it like this only. The same thing I can put in the where condition also. I'll say that greater than 0. What does it mean? I don't want this line. I just want this line only. The reason is I need the what is my requirement? I need an employee names whose name contains character M in it. I need the employees whose employee name contains M character. I just need Smith. I don't want ABC. Okay. This is the answer for the first question. Now with this knowledge, can we do the second question?
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, you can park the sixth question. I will talk about after we can discuss about the variables and we can do the sixth question. We can do the rest of the 5 questions. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Perfect. So next question is write a query to find out the employees whose name contains first 2 characters as VI. This is the question. Okay, you might not be able to do the complete question. That's no problem. Whatever you have thoughts, just put it your thoughts and ping me how much ever you completed. You might not did the 100%. That is also completely acceptable. I just want your inputs actually. That's it.
For the second question, I get it.
Can you ping me, please?
Actually, I create my own another team. I applied another data. If you want, I can pin you.
No problem. You ping me the query. That's enough. I can understand and I can check it out.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, you're almost there, but a bit.
Oh, here I get the answer. If you want, I can share screen.
Yeah. You can share.
Sharing.
Yeah, you can share it. Still, I'm not able to see.
Yeah, over here.
Can you execute? Can you execute once again the query? What is my question? Can you put the question together?
Yeah. Question was write a query to find employee name whose contains first two characters as a V. I put as a like that.
Okay, that is fine. So write a query to first two characters should be YZ. So now you are getting output, everything you are getting, na? Then it's not qualified the question, right? I need a data set. First two characters should be YZ, right? Now you are displaying everything instead of YZ. Actually in your data set you don't have any YZ starting with two characters.
And what is it?
The question is starting two characters should be YZ, right? In the name column there is no starting two characters YZ. Ideally you should get 0 records. Get my point? The question is in
this case I found only current text which is a YZ. That's why it showed this one. Yes.
Not exactly. So starting two characters should be YZ. Starting two characters should be YZ. In your dataset, you don't have any starting two characters YZ. Get my point?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, here. Oh. Sorry. If I put XY right here. Okay.
It's a bit simple actually. No need to have this much difficulties. I'll show you. Others able to do it, or shall I show you this one? Okay, just pay attention. I'll just show you. It's not so complicated. I'll just show you.
Sure.
Okay, let me put employee. So in this employee table, I have Smith and ABC.
You are not sharing.
Ah, I'm sorry. Yeah. Acknowledge it once you are able to see.
Yes.
Okay, now in this example, I will be taking starting two characters should be AB instead of VA. Write a query to find out employee name whose name contains first two characters as AB. It's very simple. Left off
Yes.
employee name, sorry, name should
It
be
was between brackets.
no need, yeah, square bracket I can put it. This is what the expectation. Left, yeah, that's it. Starting two character should be AB. Okay, ABC came, Smith didn't came. So what this left will do? Basically, what this function will do?
It
This
reads from the left.
left. Let's say here Vijay is there. If I put 2, it will give output as VI, right?
Yeah. Yes.
If I put 3, it will give VIJ.
Yes.
Now in the place of string, I am putting the column name.
Hmm.
So if column name starting two characters, if it is AB, give me that record. That's what I'm printing. If you want to see what is this query will give me, you can have a look this one. SM AB. SM is the Smith actually, starting two character. AB ABC starting to AB. So I took the same thing and in the put in the where condition equal to AB. Is it clear?
Yes.
This much. This is a second question answer. Everyone clear?
Yes, Vijay.
Is it difficult?
No.
Yeah. So questions will be simple only. Slight twists we need to do. That's it. No need to think too much actually. Now next question, write a query to find out an employee name whose name ends with a TT. You can put it whatever you want. Okay, this one is similar to second question. Just try it out. Similar to second question. A small change you need to do. Perfect. Absolutely, this is the answer. Yep. What is fourth question? Write a query to find out whose names third and fourth characters are TI. Shakru, you can try the fourth question. Okay, whoever completes third question, they can start fourth question. fourth question we can do in two ways using mix. It's actually the fourth question is a mix of second and third question. That in that way also you can do. Otherwise you can use substring also. Anything is right. Okay, if anyone not understanding, just let me know.
Vijay, can you tell my query what's wrong with it?
Bracket didn't close, no? I mean, what this bracket is not required. Starting bracket, it's correct only. I mean, for me. And one more thing, here you need to should put a column name.
No, because on my table it's a customer name, C name.
No. The C name you should not put in the bracket like this. This is it will treat it as string. What you can do it is you can directly put a column name, C name, something like this.
Okay.
Okay. And starting you put a bracket, you remove that bracket. Okay. If it is YT,
No. TH.
it's okay. I'm just testing. Yeah, I'm just testing it. Yeah, it's correct only.
Yes.
Can you try in different way? Okay, this is also right. Substring also right. Can you try it with the left and right?
Okay.
Shockrook, what is this? Where is the table? And no table here. From where you got this column?
Over here we have a table with the column name, ID, employee name, and salary.
But you didn't mention the table name here, na?
Got it.
Okay, just fulfill the query and ping me. Odulik, your answer is correct with the substring, but try using left and right functions.
Okay.
Perfect. What about Jarav and Tomrevik? Able to do? I'm not getting. No, I'm not getting any responses. Able to understand or not following it?
I'm understanding.
Understanding. So able to do it or not able to think about it?
So I'm trying myself. If I couldn't, so I'm just copying and doing the.
Yeah, try to understand, and if you feel somewhere you're not able to catch, just ask me. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I can help you out. What about Jero? Jero, you are there? Okay. Yep, correct. So Shogru, can you try using left and right functions? Same thing.
Left and right. Sure.
Yep. Just think about it. How can you using left and right functions? Same thing we can achieve using left and right functions instead of substring. Just try it out. How can we do that? Okay, shall I help you? Using left and right, can put left of name of 3 it is 4 characters. You can take it. So what it will come, to see what it will come, you just put it here. Okay, so what it will come is, I'll get SMYT. Basically my requirement is I need to find out third and fourth character should be TI. Okay, third and fourth character. Now I took left of 4 characters, so from here I need to take YT. So you can take right of 2 characters. Okay, I got YT. Now you take the exactly same thing, put it in the where condition equal to YT. That's it. Same thing, you achieved whatever you have, you achieved the same thing.
Gotcha.
Here, these are the basic things only, not a complicated thing. Just the logic is important. How do we implement it? Just try it out and try to understand it. What is next question? Write a query to find whose name was character length in 5. This is a simple question. You guys can do it actually. After completing four questions, try to do the fifth question. Fifth question, Joro or Tamru, you both has to do it, because I would like to see how much you guys are understanding, because this simple question, fifth question is very simple one. Just try to share me. I will be back in 5 minutes. Meanwhile, you just do it the fifth question. So this one is clear, fifth question. Find out a employee names whose character in length 5 characters actually. Good.
Yeah.
Exactly same. One more thing. You are getting the employee name. It's character name. Just checking. Three, four, five. It's not coming. Is it working?
No, it's so cheap.
It's not working, na? Yeah. Actually, you kept like this, right? Remove that one.
Okay.
Because if you put in single quote, what it will understand, it's a string, it will understand actually. Okay, you should not put, when you are putting a column name, you should not put in a single quote. You should leave like this actually.
Yeah, right now it's working.
Yeah, you remove that single quote. If you put in single quote, it will understand it is a string actually. It is not a string, it is a column name, right? So you have to put as a column name.
Yeah.
You can put as a square bracket, that is correct. It's column names you need to represent as a square bracket. Okay, so logic is correct.
Right. Yeah.
What?
It's working.
Yeah. What about others? I need input from Joro and Tomarubik because I didn't receive any one answer also. You guys not able to understand, just let me know. Do not hesitate. Okay, do not feel shy. This is the learning session actually, so you should feel comfortable and ask questions. Here, everyone we gather together to learn something. If you don't understand, without shy, ask me whatever it may be. It might be right, it might be wrong. Just put your questions. But I need to know which topic you are not able to understand so that I can explain once again.
Can you share the right answer for the last question?
Yeah, this is the right answer. What will Big share is the right answer. In the group he pinged right. Only thing is he put a single quote, he removed that single quote, that is the right answer.
Right.
Yeah.
Try. Yeah, I get it now.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Able to understand, right?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay, so with this interest of time, we'll talk about what is variable and how many types variables are there. Okay, and how we are going to use it. After that, we'll solve the sixth question because sixth question required a bit of variables actually. Without variables also we can do it. Okay, I will talk about variable concept and after that we'll try to resolve the sixth question. Okay, what is variable? Anyone can give any inputs? What is variable?
Variable?
What is variable? Yeah. Okay, no problem. So variable is not kind. It's kind. Sorry. You're saying something?
It's mutable.
No. It's not mutable. It's kind of memory object. It's memory object. It's a placeholder actually. Okay, assume that. How can I explain? Okay, assume that in your hand you have two things. Okay, you have, let's say, two sticks are there. Now these two sticks in your hand, you need to exchange it. How do you exchange it? In your two hands you have two sticks. What you need to interchange these two sticks in your hands. How do you interchange it? Just normal. Okay, forget about technology here. Just now I'm asking a question very normally. You should casually assume that in your two hands you have two sticks in your hand. You need to interchange these two sticks in your hands. How do you do it? How do you do that actually? Forget about technology here.
Just simple.
How do you interchange, Chakra?
Just simple by by just holding each other, just with 5 fingers.
Right. You have two hands. Okay, two hands, two sticks are there. Now these two sticks you need to interchange. How do you interchange it actually? Assume that these are not small sticks, very big sticks. It's like very weighted sticks. You can't simply interchange. When you're simply trying to interchange like that, it may drop it actually. Imagine it's a glass item or something, delegated items. If you try to do that, it may break it actually. So in that scenario, how do you do that actually? How do you interchange it? It may be glass item. If you are trying to do together, it may break, it may drop, it may fall down actually. So that the entire glass will be breakdown. So it's a very delicate item. Imagine it's a delicate item. So you need to interchange the objects between your two hands actually. So how do you do that? Forget about technology. We are not just think for 2 minutes. You are not a technology specialist. Just it is a normal scenario for you. How do you interchange it actually? Understood my question, right? You have two.
Yes, we get it.
Yeah, you have two hands, and in these two hands, very big glass items are there. Instead of stick, I will take glass items. You need to interchange these two glass items in your two hands, maybe left to right and right to left. If you have to do that, is your job actually. How do you do that?
One way we should put on the table or somewhere, then we could it. If it's
Perfect. That's what answer I'm expecting. Perfect. What you do? First one, you have two things in your hand. One thing you will put on the table. Next one, left side object you will put in the right hand side, and you pull the glass item which is kept on the table. That's what you do. Here, what is table here? It's a container. It will hold the value temporarily, right?
yeah.
It will just hold it actually. That is nothing but a variable. So a variable is nothing but a table for you.
Vijay, can you write a note?
Yeah. So let me take. Okay, it could be general question actually. So we have two things. We have two objects, or I say two glass items. One with left hand, and one with right hand. Okay. Now the requirement is, now we need to interchange it. How do we do? For this one, Shakru give an answer. He will put the object. We will put the one of the object. Put one of the glass item on the table, and he will interchange it, right? Interchange it. After that, he will take the glass which is on the table. Right, this was the answer, right?
Yes.
Okay, now here imagine table is nothing but a variable. Variable, basically in simple terms, variable is nothing but a temporarily it will hold a value. Okay, in the same thing I will take an example. I have two things. I have value. How do you explain? Have two values. Let's say imagine x equal to 5 and declare x y equal to 10. Now I need to interchange this 10 to 5, 5 to 10. Means x should contain 10 and y should contain 5. We need to swap it actually. Okay, what I will do, I will take one more variable called z actually. First what I will do, I will take the x value and put it on the z. Okay, now what I will do, whatever in the y I will put it on the x actually. Now whatever in the z I will assign to x. Now print x and y. Now z, imagine your table, x, imagine your left hand, and y, imagine your right hand. Okay. One second, somewhere I did a mistake. X went to z, perfect, and y I am assigning to x. Okay, y is next. Z contains, what is the z contains? Z contains 5. One second. Sorry. Yep. So assume that this is your left hand. Your left hand holding 5 value, right hand it's holding 10 value. Now our requirement is you need to interchange your left and right hands actually, right? Means in the left hand if I have value 5, on the right hand if I have value 10, I just need to interchange it 10 to 5 and 5 to 10. So I took the table which is nothing but as in the class example we are putting the one value on the table and I am interchanging it actually. Now I took one more variable called z. Okay, z, to the z what are the value exit content I am just putting in the on the z actually. On the left hand side whatever the value I am holding I am putting on the table. After that whatever the value I am on the right hand side I am just putting on the left hand because my left hand is free. So I directly transfer the right hand value to the left hand, right? So y equal to x. After that whatever on the table I am putting on the y. That's it. It's just swapping. The same thing in the normal example. We have two glass items on the left hand side and the right hand side. So I just need to transfer. So what I will do, the left hand side object I will put on the table and I will take the right hand thing to the left hand. Then I will correct the what are the value I kept on the table. Able to understand? So here what is nothing, table is nothing but a temporary area. It is nothing but a variable. In a simple way, variable is nothing but a memory object. Variable is nothing but a memory object, which can hold one value at a time. Okay. Again, variables are classified into two types. One is local variable and global variable. So here I am putting to declare a variable there is a command declare @x and we need to tell this variable is what is the data type, integer, maybe integer is integer, and 10. Meaning is that declare is a command, x is a variable name, @ is a notation. Variables we need to put @ and the variable data type will be integer and the value will be 10. Okay, this is the local variables. So in this example this is a local variable. Okay, so for example this is to this x variable I am assign the value called 10. There are multiple ways of we can do the assignment. Later I can do like this also. Okay, I can do like this also. Both all are same. when you print x, it will be 10 only. Okay. Now I'll ask the question. Let's say assume that I did 10 here. Assume that I did 15 here. Assume that I did 20 here. Now when I print the x, when I do the select at the rate of x, what I will get the output? What will be the output now?
You get all of this, I think.
I told you. What is the statement? What is this one? Variable is nothing but which can hold one value at a time. Now this will hold 10, 15, 20. Which value it will hold?
15.
Huh?
15.
It is simple. Okay, in this diagram pictorial form, if you want to tell, assume that I'll just show you in that pictorial form. This is your memory object. Okay, now you are putting black color. Take example. Maybe it may be wrong example. Now I put this a value called 5. After that I took one more color and putting here. It's just overwriting it. After that it will take yellow. After that it will take green. Later, now when I say initially I took black. Where is black? No, there is no. It's overwritten. It's overwritten. Okay, whatever the thing is, it will do. Now here first color is 10, next 15, 20, but it can hold at a time only one color. Which
20.
color it can hold?
20.
Exactly.
The last one.
Right, you are exactly correct. Understood, right?
Yes.
Variable is nothing but a object which can hold one value at a time or one color at a time. Just an example of paint actually. Nothing but a memory object and not memory object. Okay, clear?
Yes.
Good. Now let me declare at the rate of y in equal to 15. Okay, there should not be any space. Y int equal to 15. Now select x equal to y. Now if I print x and y, what I will get answer? What will be the output? I will get it.
15.
What is the x value? What is the x value? What is the y value?
X value, suppose X value was equal to 10, but you did 0.
What is this operator?
Equal.
Is it equal or it is assignment? This is the assignment operator. What are the value holding in y, it will be assigned to x actually. Meaning is that whatever you have right hand side, it will be put on the left hand side. Okay, it's assignment operator. Now what are the value? What is y containing? It's 15. 15 will be assigned to x actually. So when you print this x and y, it will be 15, 15. Just write out. Okay, this anyhow I will talk about in detail in the operators actually. There is a further topics I will get into the operators. There are a lot of operators are there. This one of the assignment is the one of the operator. Okay, just I would like.
And Vijay, why it's not 10?
Why it is not 10? What is this operator? Assignment operator. So I am telling x equal to y. Meaning is that whatever you have on the right hand side will be assigned to the left hand side variable.
Got it.
So right hand side, what is the value? 15. 15 will be assigned to the left hand side variable to the x value. So when I am printing x and y, 15 comma, what is y content? 15 already.
Yes, gotcha.
Got it?
Yeah.
Now with this knowledge, now can you guys try with the swapping? I just want to interchange 10 to 15 and 15 to 10. You guys can try it. What we need to do a swapping, we need to create a third variable. Previously I did it but I'm not sure how much you guys understood. Now I think it's a better knowledge you have. Can you guys give a try? This is swapping program. Just give it a try. I want to, what is my requirement is, I want to assign the 10 value to 15, sorry, 10 value to y and 15 value to x. This is what we call a swapping program between the variables. We need to create a third variable called z variable. X value we need to put on the z, and y value we need to put on the x. Again, z value should be transferred to x. Right? You just take this example into account and do it. This example will help you to do that exercise. Imagine your left hand side is x and right hand side is y, and your table is z. Try to connect with your real time, then it is easy. I have two variables, x and y variable. I would like to interchange it. Okay, this is what we call a swapping program. Anyone done? Hello? Hello?
Yes, Vijay.
Okay. So, able to do it or shall I explain?
Can you explain one more time?
Sure, sure. Okay, I have two. Okay, I'll just talk about the same thing. We have two glass items on the left hand side, one glass, and right hand side one glass. Okay, so we need to interchange these two glass. Assume that glass 1 is there, glass 2 is there, two glasses are there. I want to interchange between the hands. It's not possible, okay, because if I am trying to interchange, it may fail down. What I will do, I will take one glass and put on the table, and I will take the left hand side glass and to the right hand side, and I will pull the from the table. I will take that glass. That's how I will do it, right?
Okay.
Right. Now the same concept here. Now here, take this is my left hand. This is my right hand. Now I will create a table called Z. Imagine it is a table. Okay. So it is some place where I can put my value temporarily. Okay. Now what I will do? Okay. I have table. I have left hand. I have right hand. Now what I will do? Whatever on my right hand I will put on the table. How do I do that? Z equal to Y, right?
Vijay, 1 minute. Can you check mine?
Okay,
I'll just send it.
just a moment. Not exactly. I'll just show you. You can see your mistake. Okay. Okay, so okay, I have table. So what am I going to do? From right hand table, right hand, what are the what are things on the right hand side, right hand, I'm going to putting on the table. Meaning right hand side value I'm putting on the Z, right? Clear till here?
Yes.
Right hand thing putting on the table. I did it actually. Next one. Now my right hand is free. Right? My right hand is free. Now whatever on the left hand side I can put on the right hand. As right hand is free, transferring left hand side to right hand side. Right? This is clear.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now in the right hand, in the left hand, what is there? Now left hand is free. Whatever in the Z I can put in the left hand. Right? That's it. Your operation completed. Done.
Yes.
Now a little bit you can see your problem where you did a mistake. Just see once, able to understand not. It's a simple program, but just normal logic. Just imagine with your problem statement. This is your problem statement. Here how you have done in the same pattern I did it. What are things I used here? Here I use the variables and use the assignment operator. Anyone not clear? Clear? I can move to next one.
Yes.
Vijay, the question.
Yeah, sorry.
Vijay,
Yeah, go ahead.
it's a makes sense on which one is on left side will be on right side or right side will be on left side. For example, like first select y equal z, or next one is x equal to y. It makes sense.
Can you repeat once again your question? I didn't understand your question.
So which is the right hand things putting on table? Yes.
Yeah. See, this is
Yeah.
here what I'm doing is on the y what are the things are there I'm putting on the z. Here the meaning is on the x what are things are there I'm putting on the y. Okay, this is assignment operator. Assignment operator means whatever in the on the right hand side it will be assigned to the left hand side variable actually.
Okay, I understand.
Is it clear?
Thank you.
Did I answer your question?
Yes, right now. Yes.
Okay. Shokrik, you have any? You are trying to ask something?
No, I'm good.
Good. What about Jaurav and Tamarabik? Is it clear for you? Or confusion?
I have to review the lesson. I just left and just came back.
Oh, okay. You want me to explain once again? Is it help you?
I'll watch the review.
Sorry?
I'll watch the lesson.
I mean, I didn't understand your point. You lost it, or you want me to explain once again?
I will watch the
You will watch.
lesson later.
Okay. Fine. Jaurav, what about you? Okay. Jaurav, you are there? I think we lost him. Okay, so this is about the variables and what we are talking about. This is what we call local variables. When I say local variable, this will be available in this session only. If I try to query the same thing in the next session, it will say that invalid. Must declare the variable. Meaning is that this is called local variable. In that particular session only, I can use that variables. If I go to next session, that variable will not be available. Get my point? Those are local variables. Global variables is, let's say for example, if you put double at the rate, these are all global variables only. Double at the rate means all are global variables only. It will tell you this is a global variable which will contain. It will tell you, okay, my server is 2019 15.0 September 14 2019. It's a developer edition on Windows 10 home single language on this OS. It's as installed. This is what global variable. Like this, you have a lot of global variables are there. It will show connections, error, fetch status, identity. Okay, there are a lot of global variables are there. Okay, and what we row count. I will talk about when we are talking about row count actually. Okay, these global variables I will talk about when we are going to the specific point of time, and I will use some global variables and I will tell you the purpose. Basically, the global variables means it will have double at the rate. These are all are global variables only. Whatever you see here, global variables only. But out of this, very few will use it. We will not use everything. Okay, because there are some global variables only for DBA purpose, and developer will not use it. And there are some global variables for the coding purpose. Okay, global variable means it will start with double at the rate, and this global variable will be available in all the sessions. So for example, now I am typing version here. Okay, I am getting, if I type same thing in next session also, it will come it actually. But at the rate of access, if I type it here, it will not come. Invalid object. I mean, must declare the scalar variable. It says that. Local variable means it will be available in the particular session where you have declared, but global variable will be available in all the sessions. Global variable will be double at the rate, and local variable will be single at the rate. Is it clear?
Yes.
Okay. So variable in simple way, it's a simple memory object. It can contain at a time only one value and one type of value. Okay, when you are assume that 1015 is there, it will contain the latest value. Whatever the latest value is there, that value is going to hold it. We saw you using the MS Paint example, right? Okay, so I will paste this program, swapping program. This is the one of the interview question actually. They ask how do you swap the two numbers. Okay, today we didn't talk about much new concepts, the only variable concept. We just did a practice. Okay, so what we are going to do tomorrow is we will there are one or two string functions are there. We'll talk about it. After that we'll talk about datetime functions. I recommend you guys to practice once again whatever we have did today actually. Okay, then it will be easy in the next sessions.
Sure.
Try to get some time and practice it.
Sure.
Okay.
Thank you. Have a nice day,
Yeah.
and we'll catch up tomorrow at the same time.
Sure.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.